We're going on a road trip. Not a great angle, but I don't have one of those cars that has like a place to put your camera. I'm on the highway and we're kind of like in very bad traffic. I think there was an accident, but we're heading down to Mermaid Pools, which is about an hour and 20 minutes south of Sydney, kind of near Wollongong, but like inland. So I feel like every time I have a day off or it's sunny or I want to go on a hike, I go like north, or I do something like coastal near Sydney, but I never really go south. I haven't really explored Wollongong at all. There's like a couple of national parks around it that look beautiful. So today we're heading to a place called Mermaid Pools, which sounds dreamy as hell. But yeah, it's like a cute little hike. There's like a very long hike you can do, which is like 10 Ks, and there's a shorter hike, which I think is like 4 Ks. And then like, while we're down here, let's do a bit of exploring. Let's make it like a full day trip. I found a little sort of neighborhood suburb nearby that has like cute cafes and stuff, and I don't know, if the weather's good we could go to the beach. I don't know, let's make a full little day trip out of it to make it like worth actually leaving Sydney and spending like $500 on petrol, because that's the reality of life at the moment. I will see you when we get there. Scarlet, it was maroon over me, that's a real fucking legacy. Okay, this is where Google says that I meant to come, but it says that your vehicle will be towed if you park here, so I guess I'm not going there.
100 meters, turn right.
No, but there was a sign that said if I go back the way I came 1.6 kilometers, apparently I can get to it from something called Potholes Road, which I don't really want to drive on something called Potholes Road, but let's go scope it out. Aha. We found it. That says Potholes Reserve, and let me tell ya, I see why it's got that name. There is an actual thing on Google Maps that I should have seen called Mermaid Pools parking. So if I had just directed myself to here, it all would have been fine. Anyway, made it. I'm gonna start the trail. I think people tend to go swimming there. I don't know if I will, just because I don't want to be wet. You know, like hiking, like ending a hike with a swim is great, but then you have to hike back wet, and I don't want to do that. So yeah, I'm actually really excited to do a hike that's like very different from what I normally do. I mean, it's not different, it still is like the Australian bush, but it's in a place that I haven't been to before, and it looks really beautiful. We passed over some streams on the drive here, and it looks nice. All right, let's just hit the road. This is either a trap or this is the way to go, so let's find out. If you're gonna do this hike, maybe wear waterproof shoes, because I now, oh my god, there's a spider hanging off my bracelet. Ah! What was I saying? Yeah, wear waterproof shoes because it's like 5 minutes into the hike and I have soaking feet. I probably should have known that would happen because it's been raining a lot. Also, speaking of spiders, like, oh, so I just walked into another spider web. Fuck, this is what I was saying. The thing is, it's really nice going on a trail that no one else is around, but if no one's walked this trail in a while, you need to walk with a stick in front of you to like get all the spider webs out of the way. That's literally the worst part of hiking. This is why I hike with my boyfriend and he walks first. But alas, here I am alone. So I'm just gonna be walking like this with my stick. That's fine. Okay, continue on with the hike. Made it to the pool. Look how pretty this is. Like, if, yes, the water is brown, but that's because this is Australia and that's what it looks like in the bush. But it's so nice. The only person here, I don't know if you can hear me, but there's like a little waterfall kind of thing that's quite loud. So if you want to swim like safely, there are pools like back up the way that I came where you can sort of like splash around. But if you want to swim in Mermaid Pool, which is like not allowed, but lots of people do it, I think you have to jump from here, and then the only way to get back up is this like spooky looking rope that goes up to some rocks, which I will just simply not be doing. The trail itself was super easy to follow, like so easy. I really want to do the rest of it, like the rest of the 8-kilometer loop, but I don't know, all the reviews I read was like, don't do it unless you've got like emergency beacons and proper hiking gear, like poles and stuff, just because it's so washed out and there's no phone reception, and I just don't want to spend a night lost in the bush, you know? Ugh. Hate that. Okay, we've made it. We are back at the car. What a good hike. I'm happy with that. It was short. I think it ended up, I don't know kilometers, but my step count on my phone is 5,000. So shorter than the kind of hike I wanted to do, but yeah, it was beautiful. Now we have, I think it's a bit windy. Hang on, I'm gonna go in the car so you can hear me. Can I balance you up there? No. What about here? Not as good, but that's fine. Okay, so we have two options now to make this like a good little day trip. Number one, we could go to the beach, like kind of head towards Wollongong. There are a few really nice beaches just north of the city. So like Fairy Meadow, I think is one, and Austinmere? No, I can't remember the names, but there's a few nice beaches there. Oh, it's so hot. So it could be nice to go there, have lunch near the beach, go for a swim, maybe walk around there. Probably like an hour's drive away, but it's like midday. Second option is to go to Picton, which I think is like a 20-minute drive. Like a little area that has cafes and shops and stuff. And I do believe there is another hike up there that I looked up yesterday, or if it's not there, it's like near there. So I could go there, have lunch, and then do another little walk. That could be good. I would love to go to the beach, honestly. I'd love to go jump in the water, but some clouds are coming in and it could rain. And if I've learned anything from Sydney weather in the last 2 years, it's gonna rain. So I think I might save the beach for another day. So I think I'm gonna drive to Picton. I am hungry, so I'm gonna find something to have for lunch, and I'm really keen for a coffee. And then from there, I think we'll reassess. I'll look up on my phone what's some stuff to do around here and then turn it into like a cute little day. And hopefully it doesn't rain. So I just walked up and down the main street of Picton. I mean, it only took like 10 minutes. Stopped in for lunch at this cute little like grandma cafe. Like, you know how there's like bougie kind of cafes, and then there's the cafes that like you go to when you're like 60 years old to like talk shit with your girlfriends on a Wednesday at 11 AM because you don't have a job. It was that kind of place, and it was so good. I had this awesome sandwich, 10 bucks for like really, really fresh veggies and chicken, and I got a coffee. Like, it was just great. I love that like small town. I mean, it's not even small town, it's like a neighborhood. I don't even know what you call this, but I love that, like, you know, local coffee shop kind of vibe. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go stop by this place called the Mushroom Tunnel, which is around the corner from here, and it's apparently like super haunted. It's the oldest railway tunnel in New South Wales, and then during World War II it was used as like a storeroom for tanks or something, and then they used it to grow mushrooms commercially. But apparently it's super haunted. I'm gonna just go check that out, and then I am gonna go do another little walk somewhere. I don't care that my feet are wet. I've come all this way. Let's just like make the most of it and get back out in nature before it starts raining and I have to go back to working at my desk, you know? Once again, I wish I had a better car. Time to be real. Ominous. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, here we are, the Mushroom Tunnel. It is spooky. I don't know how many ghosts are currently in there, but I don't love that I'm here by myself. Oh, I'm scared. I'm such a little scaredy cat. If I'm gonna film and like catch a ghost on film, I would not be happy with that. It's cool, it's spooky. Okay, I'm not gonna say that was underwhelming because it's a tunnel, and what else could I have expected? I wouldn't come all the way from Sydney for this, but considering it was just off the road, it's pretty cool to see. I guess if you were like adventurous, you could walk through it. It's kind of like really muddy and wet in there, and you might get possessed by a spooky ghost, so be warned. Okay, I'm like probably 30 seconds into my walk and it just started pouring. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna keep going. You know what? Fuck this. If I get wet, I get wet. I'm just gonna run it so it goes faster and maybe I get less wet. But like, I want to do the walk. I came all this way. I want to see it. Anyway, let's just get it over with. Okay, this is beautiful. This is nice. This is nicer than I thought it would be. Like, I do love like a good like hard hike where I'm scrambling up hills and like climbing over boulders. But then also this, which is just silence and a beautiful easy track. It's beautiful. I am like listening to a podcast about gossip, so maybe that like removes some of the wholesome factor. Oh, I just think there's still a spider on me, but whatever, it's fine. I'm enjoying myself. This is so pretty. Well, it was going well. Am I gonna walk across this? God damn. Yuck, this is like deep. Okay. These shoes will be going in the washing machine when I get home. So the path definitely just got very muddy and wet, but it is beautiful, so that's fine. Sun's back out. Let me just say, it was not dry. But anyway, I've made it back to the car. Finished my walk / ran like half of it, but it was a bit muddy, so I kind of just had to walk in some places so I didn't slip over and break my neck. Of course, it's now blue skies, super sunny again, which is perfect, great stuff. It's like 3 o'clock, so I'm kind of debating whether I drive back to Sydney to kind of like get ahead of the traffic. I did just drive through like a cute little town, so I might go suss that out, see what's going on there, and then if nothing interesting catches my eye, I'll probably just head back to Sydney. Okay, I am home, obviously. I'm showered, I've got the mud off my legs, my shoes are ready to go in the washing machine, but I think that was a really successful day trip. Like, it wasn't that much driving, it was beautiful. It rained for like half a second, but other than that, it was stunning. Honestly, even if you don't like hiking and walking, it's worth sort of going down south because there are so many cute little towns. I did a video last year, 2 years ago now, about going to Berry, and of course there's like Kiama and all these cool places that have like little shops and really nice little cafes and boutiques and like beaches, and oh, it's so good. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. Thank you so much for watching this video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it because it helps me with the algorithm, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.